Alright, welcome back to the altars. Day 51. The sun is approaching. We've got 3 days. And we've got a day before the tabula rasa is ready. Or we've got a bunch of implants. Or we've got a personal cabin. You're on the metals outpost. The botanist. I'm going to put the botanist in there. The refiner can work in the workshop for the minute, and I'm going to put the doctor in the kitchen. Oh, there's actually nothing queued. There's actually nothing queued in the greenhouse. In which case, you're on metals. In which case, you go and work in metals. You go work there. You're working in the workshop. I want you at the top. And in fact, I'll start working on these while we wait. How many implants do we have? Okay, we've got 2.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Yes, go into the greenhouse. Alright, command center. I can now build a large storage. So that is there. That's much more efficient use of space. And we can build another one here, which means we can get rid of you and we can get rid of you. Which is again a much better use of space. Does that mean we can get rid of this? Yes. It means we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of that. And actually, if we were to put the QC... We can actually put the Rapidium arc there. I still kind of want to move everything over by 1. But, that's annoying that that's there. But maybe when we expand it, it'll be fine. And we can actually build another Rapidium arc. And we have enough organics to do that. And that clears out a lot of space. Wait, is someone working Rapidium today? Or have I got an automated Rapidium? How am I getting... Oh no, that's not. That's from the fact that you're queued. I do actually need someone to work Rapidium today. I'm going to put the miner on Rapidium. Then, because I do still need Rapidium for these. Technician. I don't need minerals. Technician can work in the workshop. Refiner can work in the refinery.
Hi, Lucas.
Jan, how's it going?
Oh, I've built another ark. I'm planning to bring quite a lot of Rapidium with me.
Man, that's just amazing. This is really gonna change the world. I mean, look, I don't want you to think I'm naive, Jan. I know most of the Rapidium will be gobbled up by the big six, but sometimes a little is enough to give people hope. I remember when Mother left us. Did I tell you she left when we were kids?
I don't think you did. No.
Yeah, well, I was 10. You know what my strongest memory is of that day? Grandma baking a cake for the lot of us. And telling us that we'd be all right.
Strong woman.
It was just a cake. But that day, it gave me hope. And that hope kept me alive. Your excess Rapidium is like that cake, Jan.
Delicious and moist.
Wow. I'd really like to meet that grandmother of yours one day.
Who knows? Maybe you will. You know, I owe you something. Last time when I told you about Maxwell, I left out one thing.
Okay.
That accident his friend died in, it was Maxwell's fault. He's the one who'd been drunk driving.
Ooh.
What the hell? How come they didn't lock him up?
Yeah, there were some mitigating factors. You see, they've been spending the weekend in a mountain lodge. Remote place, having some drinks in the evening, when suddenly, his friend had a stroke. Maxwell called for the ambulance, but they told him it could take a while. And there was a big risk that it would be too late. But his own car was right there, on the driveway. I mean, what would you have done?
Someone with a stroke can't wait. Every minute counts. I risk it and go.
And you'd have to live with the consequences for the rest of your life. Like Maxwell. There was another car involved in the accident.
Tough decision.
The driver of that car, a young woman. She got disabled for life. Never walked again. And Maxwell's friend didn't make it.
Damn.
Yeah. That night, Maxwell made a decision that never stopped haunting him.
What if he had waited for the ambulance? Would his friend still be alive? That woman would certainly be all right.
Or maybe it was the right decision to drive, but he should have gone slower. He became obsessed with these questions. As a scientist, he wanted answers.
That's why he built the QC.
Everything. His family, his academic reputation, and peace of mind to look for a way to find them. Not just for himself, but for science and the progress of humanity.
That's why he built the
I
QC.
understand his reasons so much more now.
Why he's looking for Rapidium.
I guess that's why I wanted to share this story with you. Whatever you think of it, here you have it. The genesis of Project Ela.
Damn. Quite a story.
Yeah. It's been a while since I talked to someone like this. It's lonely up on the station.
I bet it does. And I can promise you I'll do my best to get more rubidium.
Wow. That would be awesome, Jan. I have to say, I'm really glad it's you, down there. Not everyone would be so ambitious.
Right. You know what?
Yeah?
Maybe try less of the sweet talk. You really suck at it.
Yeah, I know. In that case, I guess, good luck, Jan. L7 out.
How are we doing on the implants? Let's go. Let's go up here. I have a regular mining outpost. But I could do with getting an automated one. I think my problem up here... I remember my problem up here was how to get power. And I think that is solved with the pylon hub. No, I need to get you something else to research. I need to get you that to research. Production. 2 of those queued. Minerals are needed now. That's an auto minerals outpost. Shallow rubidium. Let's go to this advanced outpost. We got 1 more of these queued. I think this is the last one.
This brain cell therapy, I don't like it.
Scientist is in the dormitory. Scientist is in the kitchen.
Hey, so... I'm guessing you received instructions from Lena about an alternative solution to our problem? I want you to know that I have those implants ready. A nanoparticle treatment, yes, that's smart. But the device itself, highly questionable. It would mean exposing us to Ally Corp.
Yep.
I won't lie to you. Yes. I see. Of course, they'd have to find out about it sooner or later, right? But this? Look, I can clearly see why Lena tucked you into this. She has no idea what's going on here. We're just an abstract problem for her. But on an empirical level, I'm not so sure it's a good idea. Honestly, I have doubts too. Understandably so. We'd be giving them access to our brains. And I'm not really keen on doing that, especially considering we have other options. What if it concerned you? Would you inject a tracking device for convicts into your own brain? You're right. I wouldn't. So, you think we should go ahead with Tabula Rasa? All I'm saying is that you should decide responsibly, with the potential consequences for all of us in mind. I guess I'll need to think about it some more then. Well, we still have time before our meeting. You can think about the pros and cons of each solution. I wouldn't be able to start the treatment at once anyway. I'm not an expert on nanoparticle meds, but I do know we need to give the healing agent time to mature before it can be used. Will it be ready for our meeting? It has to be. We can't afford to lose more time. Okay. Good. Let's do that.
Right. Who is anybody annoyed? Is anybody annoyed and wants some time in a contemplation pod? Also, we can... We got a personal cabin. But it takes minerals. Which we... I don't need those either now, actually. If I were to build a personal cabin, I need a bit more organics, but that's fine. Do you assign someone to the personal cabin? It's on this level. A personal cabin is a private room belonging to one of your alters. He will sleep and spend some of his free time there. After spending time in the personal cabin, the altar will get a small emotional boost. Do you, like, assign it to someone then? Treatment, auto production, outdoor. Yeah, no, you don't assign it to anybody. So let's call it there for day 51. And then in day 52, next episode, we'll make that difficult decision. Thanks for watching.